Hello everyone, and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Virgo for the week of January 2nd through the 8th of 2023. And I hope everyone had a wonderful New Year's. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, subscribed, and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. And your first card out, the Eight of Swords. So, feeling trapped, bound this week, are you? Not quite sure which way to make a decision on which avenue you want to take in your life. So you're feeling like you're being held back. And the Emperor. So you're committing to a plan. You're seeing yourself forward. You're realizing that you're being held back and unappreciated where you are. Now, whether that's in a job or a relationship, but you understand what you have to do in order to free yourself and to gain your own independence. So you're taking it slow and steady, making sure everything's in the right place. And the Page of Pentacles. So there you go. Opportunities are knocking out at your door. You know, things are starting to change. You're realizing different places that you're closing doors on going forward. You know, you're okay with that. But it's a new beginning. You know, it's moving forward in the right direction. And you know that you're on the right path this time. You know, this is going to pay off in the future very well for you. And the Sun card. So very nice. You know, everything's going your way. You're feeling more optimistic. Your health is returning. You're feeling more lucky. And you're realizing that you are actually being very lucky. You're doing this, you know, at the right time this time. You know, you're stepping forward. You're in a positive frame of mind. You know, things are starting to look up for you. You're feeling better about yourself. And it's starting to show on the outside as well as on the inside. So that's beautiful. And the Tower moment. So you've had a wake up, you know, in the recent past or this week. You know, you got that sudden flash of insight of what's coming at you. And you've had a very good hunch for a long time. You know, you realize that the structure that you thought was very sound, it showed its ugly head a while ago. You know, whether that was in your job or your relationship or your finances. And you're realizing what you have to do to close those gaps, make yourself back on, you know, a solid ground. You've had your wake-up call. You've seen the light. So you're okay with what you have to do to make sure that it's going forward the way you're going to make it plan out. So good for you. You're no longer afraid of it. And the Six of Rods. So there you are. You know, you've put a lot of work in. You know, people don't appreciate you, or you feel they don't. And, you know, they overlook you for different things. But you have a lot to offer, you know. And sometimes you have to tell people how far you've come in order for them to maybe appreciate you a little bit. But appreciate yourself first. And the Queen of Cups. So most definitely, something in your life is becoming more real to you. You're starting to make it grow and go in the right direction for what you want it to happen. This could be in a romance as well. You're following your intuitions more. You're realizing that you're starting to develop a more lasting friendships with your family as well as your friends. You're just having that aha moment in your life all the way around. You're following your own intuitions and your wisdom because you know once your mind's set up to do something, you're on the right direction. And the Four of Swords. Maybe you were feeling a little bit not feeling worthy of anything in your life, so it made you a little bit setback, depression, that sort of thing for some of you. And you're just taking that time out for yourself to regroup yourself and all your thoughts to make sure that in the future it's not going to happen again. For some of you, this could also be you taking a time out to bring some soup to somebody who's not feeling good, because that's who you are. You're very thoughtful that way. And the Judgment card. So there you go. You're making that decision, and you know that it's going to pay off in the long run for a long time. You've put off making this decision, but something happens this week, and you realize, you see it, and you know that it's time. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to get the better job, the more pay. You're not listening to people anymore. You're cutting out people, places, and things that don't make you happy. And you're absolutely not feeling guilty about it. You know which path you want to make for yourself. And this time, you're listening to your intuition. You're following your spiritual healing, and you're heading in the right direction. This is the correct action for you, for yourself. Wow, and the Seven of Cups. So you really do have some marvelous ideas, insights. You know what you want to do with your life, what path you want to do. You're putting your ducks in a row, one step at a time. You're not missing any skips. You're not keeping it up in the sky. You're not lacking for ideas. You're very talented. You have a lot to offer. You're a good person. Once you commit to something, you really commit to it. You're not in danger of halfway with you. When you decide to do something, it's all or nothing. And new beginning, the Ace of Wands. So there it is. Opportunities are lining up and knocking at your door. This is now becoming a labor of love for you, whether this is a relationship or a job. You're feeling very blessed. You're feeling very wise. And your submission to this is easy. You're submitting to this, and it's making you feel good all the way around. And the Lovers. So very nice. Yeah, you're definitely making a firm commitment this week. Something that speaks passionately to your heart. And you're opening up to it. You're embracing it. And it's about you this time. It's not about pleasing others or giving to others. This is self-building for yourself. You're starting to see that you're a very worthy person and you have a lot to offer. So when this opportunity comes around, whether this is a person or a career, and it can be both, that you're so content and so in awe of doing it. It just brings a permanent smile to your heart and yourself. And the Two of Rods. So you are on definitely solid foundation. You made the right decisions here. You're going forward. You're taking that well-deserved time out. You're really doing this, but you're doing it slowly and carefully. You're realizing where you are in your life and what you have already. You're making big decisions, but you're not making a decision that goes against your heart. You refuse to do that. And the Hierophant. So you're speaking to somebody. This could be a teacher, a therapist, good friend, relative in some cases. Somebody that mentors you and is very knowledgeable and has a lot of answers. And you feel very secure in talking to them. You don't feel like you're judged. They're just there to listen. They don't try to impose their ideas on you. They try to help you get to the what you want in your own life. For some of you, this could be you also taking, in addition to this new position, that you're maybe taking a course study, something that really perks your interest. Maybe you're realizing that you need a little more knowledge in like running a computer, or how to get into astrology or whatever it happens to be, or nursing, and you're trying to figure out whether you are able to do it or that sort of thing, and you're going back to school a little bit to study a little bit more, something that really interests you. You're learning to trust yourself again, and you haven't had that for a while. You didn't believe in yourself for quite some time, but this is the time that you're starting fresh into a new year, and you're giving yourself that well-deserved pat on the back. You're starting to favor your own thoughts. You're not letting people give input that they don't have a right to. and the 9 of Pentacles. So you're quite comfortable in the position that you're in. You know, you always could take care of yourself. There's never been a question of that. You're very comfortable in yourself, in your surroundings. You don't look for, you know, people to give you anything. You're very self-sufficient. You know, this could also be some sort of windfall for yourself coming in. You know, checks in the mail, that sort of thing. You're feeling rich in spirit. You're just stable and happy and secure in your life. This is a worry-free time for yourself. You're not really worried about the next steps that you're taking because you know they're the ones that are speaking to you as well. Ooh, and the Chariot, and there you go. You know, sometimes we just need to end something, some situation in our life. We just sort of say, that's it, we're finished, we're done, you know, end of this, punch the, you know, ticket out, and you're gone, and the end of the solution. You don't have to worry anymore. You've already made your decision, and you're actually on that path now. And you realize that, but you're doing it slowly so that you feel comfortable in the end, that you don't have any stress or worries. You're not getting, nobody's talking you out of it. Nobody gets to say anything because you're not telling them. You already see the brass ring. You know what you got to do to get there, and you are headed straight at it no matter what. So good for you, Virgo. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an angel oracle card as well. But you got some beautiful cards going into this new year to start it off with. So good on you. Ooh, beautiful. All right. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miracles, solutions to appear. Well, there you go. Isn't that a beautiful card? Charge ahead. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.